to my channel, One Step Ahead. My name's Hannah and today I want to answer your question, should I cut my hair short after having my baby? When my son was about 6 months old, I had a really strong desire to cut my hair short. It kind of had been developing over a couple of weeks, and then I took the plunge and I cut my hair. And the reason why I decided to cut my hair was because it had suddenly and very rapidly had been falling out, looking clumps. It was coming out in the shower, it was coming out in the brush, I was seeing it on my pillow, I was seeing it on the back of my jumpers, and it was a real concern. Secondly, I thought having short hair would be easier to manage. I thought that if I didn't have these long locks just needing to be brushed all the time and washed, that it would just be easier. I was also going through what I felt was an identity crisis. I had really long hair, and before I had my child, it used to look lovely. It was full with my pregnancy, it was dyed and it was nice, it looked good. But then after obviously pregnancy and then having my child and 6 months in, my hair was too long, it wasn't dyed freshly, it was falling very flat on my face. I just looked really ungroomed. So I decided to cut my hair, and one day when I found the time just to leave baby with dad, I went out and I found the first hairdresser that had time for me to cut my hair that day. I cut my really long hair into a short bob. It was slightly long at the front, but it was to the nape of my neck at the back. You might be wondering, did I regret cutting my hair? And the answer is yes. But it's not because I regretted my hair. I didn't miss my hair as such. The problem was that it didn't provide me with a solution to my issues. So it wasn't easier to manage. In fact, I felt like I had to wash it more often and straighten it more often just to make it look okay. I couldn't just pull it back. There was this tiny dinky ponytail that I had, and it didn't make me feel good. Secondly, having shorter hair made me feel quite big. Like, I put on weight definitely for pregnancy, but as soon as I cut my hair, it kind of emphasized the size of my body, and it made me look really small on top and really large shoulders and chest area. So that definitely wasn't something that I was expecting. And third of all, when I looked in the mirror, I still didn't feel like I was looking at myself. It didn't represent me. Things that I was trying to achieve weren't achieved by cutting my hair. So my advice to you is just really understand what your aim is going to be. If you're trying to look for hair that's easier to manage, then at least stay at shoulder length so it's still easy to pull back. Your hair will stop falling out, I promise you. It takes a couple of weeks, maybe even into months, but it will stop falling out. And my final advice would just be to really take care of your inner self. So it can be really easy to change things on the outside, like cutting your hair and expecting it to have a dramatic effect on your inner self, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. So please take time to think about yourself, what you're trying to achieve. Start putting some makeup on to make yourself feel better. Wash your hair and make it look good the way you used to do. And also get dressed up sometimes. Get out of your pajamas and your loungewear. Small steps that is going to make you feel better, rather than just cutting your hair off and hoping that everything will change. But for those who are still considering it, then take your time. Don't rush into the decision. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you decided to do and whether it was the right thing for you.